Alright, welcome everybody to another Eric flight. Late stream tonight. Had homework to do. Watched Stanley Cup final. Wish the Edmonton was going to win, but Florida Panthers definitely had the game tonight. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Still have to make a background for this Cirrus SR22T. But as you can see, we made the livery for the Great Cycle Challenge. I think I have to add the sponsors still. That's the only thing. Forgot to do that now that I just looked at it. But I worked hard on this. Took me almost 24 hours to start to finish, maybe 20. But the SR22 Turbo is actually pretty hard to paint. You can't just do it with Blender because it's fine for the front, but when you go for the back here, it messes all up. The UV map texturing is not correct. So I actually had to download someone else's created livery of a shape that I liked, and then I kind of tweaked it from there. So I think it looks really good, though. Again, that event's going to happen in July and August. So mark your books down, because now I might as well just promote it now. We'll be having my 4th annual marathon flight updated, because now we have official sponsor of Knit Builds and also Druicky Design. Both have signed on again to sponsor prizes for people that fly like a marathon. But if you want to fly with us a couple legs or so, I might be doing something special. People probably don't know this, but a long time ago, and I still have it there, I have a Eric Flight Trivia, which requires multiple players to play. But we could probably do some of that and offer some prizes for people that tune in, as well as fly a couple legs. We'll see what happens. That trivia will probably happen on the longer legs. We're actually going to do one of the legs tonight for this marathon, and we start with the Atlantic Coast Marathon on Saturday, July 27th. Start at 8 a.m. and we start at God, what is it called? Jesus, it's not St. John's, because that's where I'm at right now in Canada. It's come back to me. No, it's not that either. Oh my God, why can't I think tonight? I'll tell you why I can't think tonight. Because I just can't. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. So where is it? It's not St. I keep thinking St. John's, because that's where. You know what? I'll get back to you, Charlie. I'll get back to you on that. But it's in Canada, and we fly down the Atlantic Coast. I feel so embarrassed right now, but I'm just gonna go with it. So this is gonna be a tricky flight. We're gonna fly IFR. I'm not gonna do Oh, Digi, what's up? I'm not gonna do VATSIM on this because no one's on, and I want to practice some IFR off of it. So, thank you. You know what to do for the lurk, though. I made that command especially for lurking. So, anyways, got the marathon flight coming up. This is the livery for it. There you go.
Work well and prosper.
I'll even wait on the music for you. And there we go. Lurking well and prospering. Nick, what's up? How's it going? So we're going to take off out of St. John and do a shot to Portland. Our flight plan will be just basically IFR direct. We're going to go, I haven't decided yet, but I guess we could go 6,000. That's what we're going to do. So let's set this up. Pat Dog 35, how you doing, bud? So anyways, let's get a checklist out, because I didn't get to do all that. I was watching the Stanley Cup final, and the homework got done earlier than that. Then I cooked chicken, and then I started watching the Stanley Cup final during dinner. So, but it is what happens. I have class tomorrow night too, so probably won't be able to fly tomorrow. So I want to try to fit one in tonight. But anyways, here we are in 308 Echo Foxtrot. I might make a modification, because this seat, I'm kind of testing it out. I don't know how it looks. I mean, it looks decent. This was edited colors from the original, and then I kept the original dashboard, because I didn't like the black that was applied. So there you go. Keep it going, my friend. I had to not study. I had to write out a band marching chart. First one I've ever done. So I hope it went well. I don't know yet. All right, pre-flight completed, weight and balance good. Emergency coming on board. Passengers brief. Seatbelts, harnesses adjusted, secured. External power is not needed. Brakes are held. Battery master switch is on. Turn this annoying light off. Don't need it. Roll weather, but not roll time, because I wanted to see the livery more. Yep. That's all. You're fine. Strobe lights on. Alright, and mixture full rich. Getting down the procedures again. So it's good to know them so that way you know if you missed something in case you didn't catch it. Power level full forward. Priming for 2 seconds. Are we full fuel? I don't know. Let me just double check that because I do like to leave a full fuel. Yes, we are. Prime for 2 seconds. 1, 2, and off to boost. Power lever 1/4 of an inch. And we're going to start. So, clear prop. Clear prop. There we go. We're using the GPS for navigation tonight. Okay. Power lever down to 1,000. Oil pressure check. We're good to go. Make sure to lean until max RPM. They make you do this on the ground, but then you go full mixture on takeoff no matter what, 'cause it's turbine and you know, it's the God, I can't talk tonight. It's a turbocharged. Thank you. All right. Alternating master switch is on. Avionics master switch on. Good. Very good. All right, we got a flight plan. I'm actually going to try programming it in here, so we're going to do this. So, origin. Which one is it? Oh, yes, the FMS. Hello. Oh my God. Man, I am an idiot. Thank you. Charlie, Yankee, Sierra, Juliet. I don't think my buttons work on this, do they? They do if I do direct. See, it does this side, but not this side. I know it's kind of dumb, but... Yankee, Sierra. Juliet. Yep. Not Cheyenne. A long way from Cheyenne. Enter. En route. None. I'm not gonna worry about that because I haven't even. We're gonna not get clearance. We're gonna kind of half butt this, if you will. En route. I'm going to Bar Harbor. Kilo. Bravo. Hotel. Bravo. Enter. Okay, there is some IFR weather around, see what I'm saying? So it's kind of going to do 2 birds, 1 stone here, so. Oh, nope. Clear. And destination is Kilo, Papa, Whiskey Mike. By not doing it, that's and there's no one there anyways, but by not doing it there, I can like talk through it and get used to my approaches without having the pressure of ATC. So I gotta fly more of those if I'm gonna get good at this. So it comes down to that. All right, enter. We should be good. Okay, I didn't play my runways or anything. Probably would in the real world, obviously. Okay, enter. It's procedure. Nope. Flight plan. We are good. Alright, it knows what I'm doing. With that then, under parameters monitor, external power not needed. Flaps are up. Yeah. Remind me to use the flap switch, by the way. You know, the one I paid for in the TH1, because I like to use that more often than I actually paid for it. Radio avionics. Oh, what do we... I got both... We're trying to flight bags open. Let me close down all the stuff we don't need, like The Sopranos, which I've been binge watching. I'm on season 5 already. Been watching it for a couple weeks now since after school's ended. My God, so many things. Some other thing. Uh-oh. I just closed a thing I like to keep, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. So many things. Alright, now that we got that done, this is the Canadian thing here. So let's see. Airports, I already did it. Information FBO's frequencies. There we go. Tower 118.5. Put that in COM 1. Not that we need any of that. In fact, we're probably not going to do any of that. But at least we know where it is. Alright, and then information. I didn't know if it had any weather. So let's go to Sky Vector on this. Okay. Can't do that one. So let's do... Online, METAR, TAF, St. John's. Alright, forecast, 10 hours and 4 minutes ago. Yeah, they ain't gonna happen. 6 hours and 44 minutes ago. No, they ain't gonna happen. So anywhere I could just get updated Canadian METAR, TAF, St. John Airport. Here we go. Don't have enough data to make this. There's probably another weather station here. That's probably why. Wait a minute. Here's Windy. Windy's got it. I never knew windy.com did this. I got it on my tablet, but it says wind. 11 o'clock Monday, Tuesday. Alright, so we'll go with this. Wind 150 at 7. Visibility 2 square miles. Light shower, rain, mist, clouds, overcast, 200 feet. Which is not what it is, but that is the forecast. It says 6 hours ago, winds were 160 at 3 knots, varying from 110 to 180. Kind of shows that here too. So, no, it doesn't. The winds are coming from there. It doesn't look like that bad. So, all right. So, anyways, we're gonna depart on runway. Looks like they're coming from the north, to be honest with you. Let's take runway 32. Do runway 32, even though this says 6 hours ago. It's the opposite. How's that? That's what we'll do. We're at the FBO here on the ground. So, alright. So, other than that, let me just get my bearings here, and we'll be all set to go. Alright, so... taxiing, parking brake, disengage. We'll taxi to 32. Check all that stuff, then we'll do a run-up. Okay. Alright, with that then, let's go back to Flight Plan Go and get my aerodrome chart up. 32 is right off there. So we're right where it says fuel tanks, by the way. We're like to the right of that. So the fuel tanks are over there, but we're at the FBO, which is that square building right over there. Right there. So we're going to taxi via Bravo to 32. That's what we're going to do. Alright, here we go. Fucking brake off. This, I have to use toe brakes on, because it has the nose wheel caster engaged. So it's very realistic compared to what the default is. So. But we have about a month to go. I'm going to turn the Toby eye tracker. We're good. Till our marathon, our first part of the marathon. So I got to start promoting heavily now. It's going to be quite interesting. I wonder if they have an ILS hold the line. I don't think they do. Ooh, excuse me. We had chicken palooza in my house tonight. I cooked like drumsticks and wings. It was nothing but chicken. It was amazing. Have tons of leftovers too, so. Lunch for days. Alright, let's turn this way for the run-up, shall we? Alright, and with that, before takeoff, doors latch, caps handle, verified pin removed, seatbelt, shoulder harness, security, ECS control panel is good. Should probably get the, oh, I do have it on there. Okay, cool. I won't communicate. I will, maybe I should, I don't know. See what happens. Am I selected on COM 2? I want COM 1. Alright. That's weird. Alright, we're going to be on departure ground. Why does it say I'm selecting COM 2? It should be COM 1. Mic 1, there we go. Maybe I hit it by accident. No, it's not working. Wonder why. Well, it's not doing that, so... Yes, please do. That was weird. Why does it say not powered? Should be powered. Just saying. Alright, anyways. I'm gonna just do it manually then. Talking about ATC chatter here. Oh, is that why? Where's the comm switch here? Push 1, 2. Maybe that's why. Is that what it is? No, that's just to do that. No. Right. Alright, who knows how to select the COM 1 on this for doing this? I thought it was just this, to be honest with you. COM 1, mic 1. So that's weird. Pilot. Anyways. That's not really working. Let's turn that off and back on. I just want some ambiance.
Jazz 859, or right
there we
November,
go.
taxi November, Kilo 3, spot 9, contact ramp today. Run Philly 521.
Might as well just go to tower now. We're in Canada, not the
American
United States.
1752.
Alright, so anyways, we got some of that. Probably turn it down just a little bit. Alright. Cap handle, ECS control, air conditioner, recirculator, stable, fuel quantity confirmed. We are fullest tank, we're fine. It is boosted, mixture's full rich. There we go. Alright, flaps set to 50%. Use the flaps. Switch. There we go. Check. Good. Autopilot. Check. Disconnect. Good. I finally found out what ROL mode means, by the way, or roll mode. Transponder set. Transponder. Let's just do that. I'm not gonna go nuts tonight, but we gotta do an approach. So. All right. Common nav set. Brakes held. Power lever 1700.
Quick takeoff to 3 and visual separation on shot 27.6.
So that roll mode, what that means is while the autopilot's on, I can still do aileron rolls. Right, Magneto? Back to both. Left. It just means that's not going to deactivate the autopilot if I do aileron rolling on the wings. Alternator check. We're good to go. 20.2. Pitot heat on, nav lights on, landing lights on. Good. And voltage check. We're still good. Pitot as required. Good. Nav lights good. We're gonna leave those on. Landing light on. Good. Already checked the mags. Engine parameters checked. We're all in the green. Power lever idle. Should go down to 600 to 750. I have a mod on this, so that's about the closest it's gonna go. Went right down to 751. We'll take it. Back to 1,000-ish. Very good. All right, flight instruments check set. We're good to go. Altitude's gonna be 6,000 actually. So let me change that. Whoop! Went way too fast because my frame's not suffering here. So seeing that this is default scenery, it's working pretty good here. I don't know if there's any add-on scenery for St. John's, but let me know if there is. Right, engine parameters checked. We're good on that. Flight controls free, correct.
406, line up runway 23.
Good. Trim set for takeoff, and you can actually do that now.
So I can do a visual behind you. Stars 2, line up 3 and target. Slider, Canada 406, line up.
The wrong way there. Trim set for takeoff. There we go. So you could actually use this now, because it actually works. Alright, cache messages check. We're good. Roll mode's on. Take off. We're going to go full forward. On the power lever, we're going to rotate out 77 to 80. At 90, we're going to flaps up it. And then we're gonna do a full power, cruise climb. Reduce to 30.5. We're gonna have an airspeed of about 120. Fuel pump stays on boost. Don't need the oxygen masks. Oxygen system's not on. Okay, flow rate monitor, pretty good. Alright, so with that then, we're gonna depart here. And we're going to do our thing here, so. Alright, very good. I can't believe it's like dead here, but I guess it's real life. They don't have any flights out of here at like midnight, so that makes sense in a way. I think they're the same time as us, East Coast of the United States. I'm pretty sure they are. You know what? I think I just found another METAR actually. 21. No, that was 6 hours ago. All right. Well, it was worse here before. With that, we are good to go. St. John's traffic, Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot departing 3-2 departure to the west, St. John's. We'll be doing VATSIM, by the way, for the whole marathon. And it's just whatever happens. I'm not going to go nuts and like say, oh, spot. I don't want to do that. I want to make the marathon accessible to a lot of people. So if you don't fly on VATSIM, just join us on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. Or if you want to do XPilot or something, then you would have to be on VATSIM only, so that way it's multiplayer. You know what I'm saying? But if you read the briefing, we let a lot happen there. All right, we're on the floor. Heels on the floor. Full throttle. Here we go. And rotate. We're up. Flaps up. Very good. I want to see if I get approach here. Hey, Moncton Center. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna turn to the left. Thought I had my. Alright, we'll use the terrible ATC here. That's fine. Let's do it.
Moncton Center, Cirrus November 308 Echo Foxtrot is type Cirrus SR22T.
I'll give you a squawk code.
Miles northwest of Charlie
Down to
Yankee,
30.5.
Sierra, 1,300 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Cruise climb. Two, 4, 7, 4. Ah, come on now, buttons. 7, 7. Okay, autopilot on, vertical speed. Yep. Nav. Clear to the Bravo, maintain on navigation.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace, Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot.
And the weather instantly goes lower. Alright, so straight shot though. Bar Harbor. My instructor used to fly out of Bar Harbor. Back in the day. Getting some awesome frame rates here out of St. John's, tell you that. What are we pulling right now? We're pulling with frame generation with it on. 36 frames. I'll take it. I did a test last night where I let this fly overnight to LA, cross country, and pretty much I just let unlimited fuel be on and do all that stuff. So, yeah, I climb a little bit more than that. Let's go. So this would be the second leg of the marathon that I'm gonna fly eventually. So let's see how much that thing's going for. I did get a new smartphone. It's coming in, by the way. Bought it used. Not the best, but I'm not gonna buy a brand new phone when I owe like 200 something bucks on the old one, because then they make you pay the 200 and then do the financing. So I bought a used one for like 60% of the price, and I thought that was fantastic. It's the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra too. It's not like a shabby phone. It's like top of the line. So I didn't think it was that bad. I think I got it for like $850. So I needed one before I go to Disney, because obviously I want to take some pictures and stuff and have all that stuff, and I'll have a GoPro and everything, but it is what it is. Maybe when I'm waiting in the long lines at Disney, I'll do a little live stream here and there. So what's that? Calculation. Oh, good. All right. I'll get one more calculation question. Oh, they want to make sure you know your stuff because you're teaching people that don't know it, you know? That's just the way it is. All right. We're almost up to altitude. That's what it is. You need to be like, you got to know your stuff. It's kind of like when I took a test to be a music teacher. We had to know like music history, pedagogy, educational theory, which I'm sure that Dave Gardner's learning theory for you. Because we had to learn all those theories on learning, and then classroom management. You won't have that as much, at least, but yeah. That's why when my instructor, who's also a teacher after he got his private, his license, he flew for airlines and then he became a teacher after. But yeah, you got to know that stuff, because you not only need to know the material, you need to know how to teach it. You know, exactly. Yep. So you have to write a lesson plan and all that stuff. And each student's going to be different in a way if you're part 661, because you kind of tailor it to them. Whereas part 141, at least the curriculum's written out for you. And it's just like, oh, you passed that, let's go to the next part, you know? It has the whole thing written out. But typically, like, I know in my flight school, my flight instructor was the head flight instructor. He wrote out a curriculum and said the students should be able to do this, but it's just how you approach it. You can approach it in different ways. So, all right, we are at our IFR altitude of 6,000. We'll lean this out a little. We're gonna bring it down to about 55. But we want to be around 140. You could keep it at 85% power. You'll just be burning gas faster. We're already ready to switch to the right tank, so we're going to do that. Oh my god, we got some winds there. So, right tank, we're on boost. We need to be on boost before you switch it. Check my checklist to make sure we're good. Cruise, oxygen not needed. Cruise altitude established. It is 30.5 inches or less. We already did that. We have it in the green still. Fuel pump required. Not, oh, I leave it on boosted. It's not required. Make sure adjusted. Engine parameters monitor. Fuel flow and balance. I mean, we could turn this puppy way down there, but see, I want this the power percentage I want. So if you do that, it's kind of good to go in the middle. It does all the calculations for you in this thing. It's just a matter of what do you want. 55 usually gets us about 140 knots indicated though. And then it's burning like a regular Cirrus, about 13 to 15 gallons an hour. Yeah, I don't know if it has a FADEC system. FADEC system. Can't remember how to pronounce that. Nick, you told me at one point, but roll mode is active. So if I want to turn the ailerons while the autopilot's on, I can do that. That's what the roll mode is, if I pronounce that right. Well, here we are in St. John's, New Brunswick, and we're going to Bar Harbor, Maine. So it's a pretty quick hop. Let me show you here. Not that we need this anymore. It's a pretty straight shot to Bar Harbor and then over. But switch this to VFR. It's literally just down the coast, and bam, you're in Maine. So, where Nick Reslos have been flying a lot lately. Kind of jealous. You might be my next flight if the 29th doesn't work out. We'll see. I haven't checked the weather, so. But hopefully July 2nd will work and you can still come down. So look at your schedule again, Nick. I already told my wife, I'm like, I would really like to fly on the 2nd, so that way we can all go to Block Island, me and you. Yep. I think it's July 2nd. Let me double check my schedule. I think I said July 2nd. Pretty sure I did. I got more YouTube income that came in this week, so I feel better now. Oh, yep, Tuesday, July 2nd. I have it from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it's the Piper Warrior, so that way you can fly that puppy again. So, check your chat. You said you're going to fly down to Plymouth, I believe, and then meet you there. So, I'll be there right at 10, and then we start checking the aircraft. So you can fly in anytime. Arrive there at 10, 10:30. Did that work out? I can't remember the time she told me. We'll go to Block Island. I'll let you land. So, maybe I texted you. I think I texted you. Yeah. Let me double check all this, because my phone, like, I'm on my wife's Google Pixel 5 now, because my backup phone died. I might not have it, because it might be on the old phone, which keeps the messages on there. So anyways, you let me know when you can meet me at Plymouth on Tuesday. I lost all those text messages when my phone, basically the backlight doesn't work, and I don't feel like I'm placing the screen. But, it is what it is. What's happening? Oh. It's my little web socket going down. Alright, anyways, we are... I gotta get off simulation mode. We are still in Canada here. Flying the New Brunswick coast. Alright, well, you let me know. I mean, 10 o'clock's not a hell time. I got 10 to 4 booked, but I can always change it later if I had to. So... Again, you'll get the landing at Block Island. You could try something you don't get to do in your 172, so. Alright, well, let me know if you still want to do it on the 2nd. Next one I have booked after that's in the 172 on July 19th. And then another one on July 30th. So, and then I'm going to try to get my complex endorsement starting in August. So, I've told myself I'm going to do something to advance my pilotage. So that's in the Piper Arrow. That's next Tuesday, I think it is, yeah. Tuesday, July 2nd, 10 a.m. Do a lunch too if you want, but you know, you let me know. No pressure, no harm, no foul. I think it's next Tuesday, so a week from today. I gotta be back around 4 because I have class online at I think it's 8 o'clock my time. Is that what time it is at? I gotta know this for tomorrow, so I'll check that too. I did my homework, honest. Okay. Courses. Marching band techniques. Doesn't that sound awesome, everybody? It actually is pretty cool. I've never done a marching band class before I took it. I've been looking for this type of class for years. 7 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, so 8 o'clock. I have to online class, so can't stay out all night, unfortunately. Okay, well, you let me know, man, and no pressure if you can't. All right, let's pray for good weather because the weather's been iffy, obviously. Let's check out the weather for this Friday too. See the weather for Friday. All right, we'll keep it at a yes, and if it changes, you let me know. Now this is just forecast as of today for Friday on the Weather Channel. Mostly sunny, so I'm gonna take up the what do I have booked there? I have the 172P booked for Saturday, so I'm gonna get up there and do some landings. Because I don't remember, I'd have to look at my log. I don't think I'm valid to take passengers, but you also are a licensed pilot, so. But I'd be piloting command. So either way, I'm going to cover myself. If it's good weather on Friday, I'm going to get 3 landings in at least. But I will probably go to Martha's Vineyard and bike. That's what I'm thinking on Saturday, unless anything changes. Because my son has summer baseball. He made the summer league team. There's a bunch of them, but. And that, I really don't know what's going on with that. So. But I'd like to get up there before we go up on July 2nd. So Saturday's the day. Take a look outside the New Brunswick coast there. God, we are just getting awesome frames here. It doesn't feel like 27, 26. Look how smooth that is. That doesn't always happen. Did I hear like thunder or something though? They didn't transfer me anywhere, right? You know what? We'll do that. We'll see what happens when I do that. We'll have some fun. Let's see how bad this can really be. I mean, they probably know that's IFR 6,000. Oh, cool. Wow. Nice. I guess it reads your flight plan now if you put it in there, which is cool, because it didn't always do that. That might come with the newest update. Cool. That AI air traffic control program there, Tensions AI or whatever. I might try that if there's like a demo or something, so we might do that. 60. That wasn't for me, right? 180. No, it says, all right. Well, we'll go up to 180. I don't know why. It must go 180. But... okay, that's kind of weird.
Turn right, heading 260. Resume own navigation climb and maintain flight level 180 Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot.
Well, that's kind of interesting. Let's see if we can keep asking for decreases. What are we? 8180. Select 10,000 feet.
Moncton Center, Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot. Request 8,000 feet. Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot climb and maintain 8,000 feet.
Thank you, because I thought that was a little high for what we're doing. We'll go 8,000. Okay. Pop up by FR. I also don't know why it wants me to go 280. Maybe it's saying direct to, oh whatever. I'll just do my thing. That's why VATSIM could be a good thing, to be honest with you.
United 126, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 330.
Alright, we're gonna go nav again. Shh, don't tell them, but I'm gonna go nav. We're going nav.
Climb and maintain flight level 330, United 126.
As filed. Never really used the flight plan thing on this, like, you know, before you start a flight. Never found it to be really good, you know, and I like doing my own flight plans, so like this was a pretty straight shot one for IFR. The reason why Bar Harbor is a good one too is because I believe there's a VOR right over there. I thought there was actually. I guess not. But if you fly the coast, if you get lost, not that you want to do it in IFR. Where's the closest VOR? Well, guess not. Alright, well, we're good either way. I found out that there's traffic on this thing. It shows Microsoft Flight Simulator East server traffic. I guess there is none, because it's not showing. Really? Guess no one's on. I know it's Monday night, but still. Faster on speed here. Let's go 65%. Take a look outside again. Brunswick coast. Oh God, here we go. There was no real big catch line on that one. Your shirt's almost there, by the way. I think it's gonna get there on the 28th. So enjoy it. We've got a bunch of Eric Flight Aviation designs stuff coming in for my Florida trip. So let me see when yours is coming in. Tracking. I should give you the tracking actually. So let me give you the tracking, shall I? I'll put it as a DM for you, so that way you can track your package. There you go. And there you go. So that's it. I sent it to you, so you can track the package. It's actually saying 29th, June 29th, estimated delivery. Oh, you're welcome, sir. I mean, you do that command way more than enough, so. Wear it proudly. I want to know all about it. But I bought some of my aviation design clogs, which are it's my first pair of Crocs, the generic Crocs with the aviation design on them. I got those for Florida. We leave on July 10th, and I also got the new. I designed like a Hawaiian / rayon T-shirt, so I thought that would be good. It has a Cessna on it. It has the theme of Fly the Skies. Let me show you this stuff, because I actually kind of liked it. I stand by my products. I'm actually buying my own products to wear. So, that's right. That's right. Well, whatchamacallit, Factual Gull, which I'll shout out now. She was sent a couple things to do on her stream, and she actually had a Shiba Inu. So I designed a Shiba Inu shirt as a pilot. It's like, this one's made for you. You need to wear this on your stream if you want. And she actually did. So, spokespeople everywhere, wear them proud. Tell them about it, because I need money for flying. Seriously. All right. And I'm not trying just to ask for money. I'm trying to make products that maybe people will buy. So, I'm working hard. I've worked hours of my life on this. But here's my Etsy shop here. And everything helps towards rural flying. So these are, oh, I also bought swim trunks too. So I bought these for Florida. These are new design. It's my Cessna Fly the Skies board swimsuit shorts. So again, it has the Fly the Skies logo, a nice little 172 there, maybe with a little bit of a registration you recognize. The back is sky as well, so pretty cool. I got those for myself. They're coming in. What else? The clogs like that. Here's the Hawaiian rayon shirt. I got it in orange, but it's kind of cool. It has that classic 50s type styling here, and then on the back it's kind of like a bowling shirt with Fly the Skies. I got the orange. because I thought that looked good. And I don't really have a lot of orange shirts, so I was like, that's tropical. We'll go with that. Same type of design. Can wear it with the swimsuits. What's selling the most right now, mind you, I've only had like 30 sales, but a lot of people are starting to look at this. And it's cool because it's a windshield sunshade, but it has a Boeing 737 cockpit, so it kind of makes it look like you're looking into a cockpit. It's more about what they're looking at the most. People look at the shoes, they're looking at the sneakers, the EF1s there. What else did I get though? I got the other pair of swim trunks as well, so let me go to swimwear. If you have a girlfriend, I have awesome bikinis on sale. Just saying, I got also the 172. I bought these from Florida. All my swim trunks are fitting too loose. Decided to buy some new ones. So I said, hey, what better way than to buy the products I design because I like them. I'm still looking for my first flight stewardess to model this for me. That'd be awesome. Let's see. What else did I get? Oh, the footwear. Yeah, let's go to footwear. Not those. I got these from Florida as well. Easy slip-on, slip-off. Sky Stars and Stripes classic clogs. They have jets on them. American flag oriented. We also have a Canadian version. Right here. We call it the Maple Skies. Canadian thing, so that was pretty cool. And they haven't really sold anything. And then we have them with inner liners, felt liners, if you will. But I almost got a pair of the flip-flops, and I was like, I'll just get these instead. So, but anyways, you can find a lot of stuff on the Airplane Aviation store. Pilot Mania has not been looked at a lot, believe it or not. But that's why I'm getting you the shirt now, because if I decide to discontinue it, I can still buy any design I make, but I wanted you to get one, did you? Because you just seem to love that command. So, but we're making more stuff. You just have to find more time. We're still in Canada. We're about to enter Maine. And we are IFR to Portland, Maine. So, we'll be at Bar Harbor in about 32 minutes, and then Portland's not that far from there. It's about 92 nautical miles away. So, it'll take me about another half an hour to get there? Wait a minute. Let me add Bar Harbor here.
Shot over day, Air Canada 691,
Air Canada 691, sending to 11360, identify front of this
OBS Blade. I use that as a touchscreen on the phone there, so I can turn on and off stuff from the phone. It's reconnecting. Give it a second. Okay, there you go. So yeah, we're right there, about to enter the United States. Overfly Bar Harbor, and then go to Portland, Maine. So it says it will get to Bar Harbor in about 31 minutes, which is about the same thing on the screen. Well, good. I'm glad. You should let me know. You know, I mean, I've never seen you actually in pictures, but if you want to take a couple, you let me know. And if not, don't feel bad. It's just that people want to see the real product. You know what I'm saying? They want to see people enjoying it, but you don't have to, my friend.
Air Canada 620, contact Mountain Center on 123.9.
But the Pilot Mania is definitely you. So they just switched me off. Nope. Okay. We're up to 221 designs, except for the seasonal ones I take up and down. And I'll keep working on it. So the SEO has been a learning curve on Etsy, but I might just open up my own store off of Etsy as well in the future. I haven't thought that over yet, but we'll see. But I do work really hard on this stuff, so just know that I don't just put up stuff and say buy it. I actually take pride in it. You're all right, Bar Harbor, here we come. We're in heading mode. Oh, well, it shouldn't be, because we should be locking in on GPS. Because if you want, turn it off. How's that? And then that roll moves again so I can turn. Without the autopilot disconnecting, as you can see, I'm turning the aileron right now to get right on my GPS here. That marathon, we made a lot of graphics. You can see 2 of the newer ones up in the corner up there. So I have the official donation link up there, but we're hoping to raise $2,500 for the Children Cancer Research Fund. And it builds Boston Center. Here we go.
Going to
124.25.
Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot.
I'll let them do it. There you go.
Boston Center, Cirrus November 308 Echo Foxtrot 8,000 feet.
States. That's Boston Center, so. Oh, continue. I will, thank you. Usually I like to give a little call back there so let them know that I heard them, so, you know, but we'll just leave it like that. You don't have to, but we have FSLTL on as well, and there is aircraft being pumped in there. Because for some reason, it doesn't seem like there's any on the East server here. Which is kind of odd, because usually you see a couple. Oh, there they are! Okay. There are a couple, they're just not close. And FSLTL traffic has contrails and stuff on it, so. But I need to become more proficient in my IFR skills. So that's what we're going to work on tonight. As well as unveiling again, November 3, number 803. Did I put 308? Of course I did. 803 Echo Foxtrot, our livery for our marathon event, which starts on July 27th for the Great Cycle Challenge. Raising money for the Children Cancer Research Fund, as you can see there. And you can donate today at tinyurl.com/donatefly. So feel free to. Trying to get to $2,500 total raised by August 3rd after the completion of the marathon. We raised over $1,500 last year. I'm going for it. I'm going all the way for it this year. $2,500. I want that All-Star jersey. I want to raise that much money. So, it's going to be good. Maybe when we do some trivia, if we do that during the marathon, during those long legs where I have to stay awake. If we do trivia, maybe we have rewards and prizes from the Aviation Design Store. And maybe we do some other things, who knows. But I need people to watch the stream. I need people to fly the marathon still. There's only me and someone else signed up. And usually we get like 3 to 5. The first marathon, we got like 8 people. It was like amazing. But just go to my Discord. tinyurl.com/EF Discord. Check out the briefing. It's in the channel for Fly the Coast Marathon. And see if you can actually fly one of the marathons, if not both. Because right now I'm the only one flying both. But we're doing some heavy promotion this week. That's the goal there. New Brunswick, actually Maine. We're actually in Maine now, aren't we? Yeah, we're in Maine. So we have made the jump to the United States. We're on our way to overfly Bar Harbor. We can see it's IFR. So that's why we're doing an IFR flight tonight. Where we might do this tonight. We might.
Fly the Arnav, Mitching.
Fly the Arnav.
Fly the Arnav, Mitching. Fly the Arnav, Mitching.
We actually have that designed as a pint glass. I think there's a t-shirt. So if you want to spread some love with flying the Arnav, go pick up your designs at the Eric Flight Aviation Etsy store. But it's actually the C, I get it. Yeah, I actually get it now. C as in C. Yeah. Alright, we're going to flip tanks to the left here. We're on boost. I said burst. Left tank. There you go. We locked on yet? No, we're not locked on yet. Nav. Nav. You think it would lock on already? We're kind of going in the right direction still, but...
Just load 170 on the speed, follow company there. It's a right turn heading 310 for the visual.
Roll.
3 more left, got us 37.
Cirrus Echo Foxtrot contact Boston Center on 133.45.
13345.
Going to 133.45 Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot.
I'll let them do all of that, because I'm really... Oh, there we go. Locked in now.
308 Echo Foxtrot 8,000 feet.
November 308 Echo Foxtrot Boston Center on 290.60 radar contact. Continue.
Now you like to give a little Roger on Echo Foxtrot, but you don't have to do that, like I said. But just let them know I heard them. I think this will be the second leg of the marathon when we do it. If I remember right. Of course, I can check that up because I have my briefing. It's a 27-page briefing, but it goes fast. It's not like that's not the briefing. It's all the information. So, with the rules and everything like that, but do need more pilots to fly the Coast Marathon, so feel free to check it out. Either way, I'm going to be raising money. Either way.
Southwest 3560, on the reach level 270. 270,
Come on now, let's go over there. There you go. But I added the sponsors to the briefing. This is the actual briefing that you can get off of my Discord, tinyurl.com/EF Discord. But we're sponsored by Annette Builds and Drewicki Design, Stu222, and also the Airflight Aviation Design Store, with prizes to be awarded to people that fly the marathon. But like I said, you tune in, we might do some things. Might do some things on stream as we fly the marathon. We're going to do the first part, the Atlantic Coast, on July 27th. And then the second marathon's going to be down the Pacific Coast at August 3rd, the next Saturday. My wife's really stoked about this stuff. But I got to raise money. I've been doing it every single year. So this explains all about it. Flight routes. Here's the route. And then I break it down into legs. Seriously, Atlantic Coast Marathon. We're on the, the fourth leg of what would be it. So you have to land at Portland to clear customs. So, and then I tell you where to go for customs. So we might do that tonight as well. But it has the official ending would be in Miami. So that's 11 legs of flying. And then if you want to, we're going to have unofficial legs. I'm going to try to finish all the way to Key West. So that's not, I mean, it's a 12th leg. And that's what it looks like down the Atlantic coast. On August 3rd, we'll be departing from Anchorage, Alaska. And we'll be doing a lot more legs, I think. Oh, wait. The official ending is in Ensenada, Baja California. And you have to land there to clear customs. But then I said if you really want to finish it up down the Pacific Coast, the unofficial legs that you can do or not do is going down the Baja California Cirque Coast. And here's the map from Anchorage, Alaska, all the way down to the end if you want to. It really ends here, but you can end it all the way down if you want to. And then marathon registration tells you how to register by July 22nd. So there's still a lot of time, but need more pilots. All the rules look pretty long, but really they're pretty quick to read through. Goes over where parking is. And then had to do that. Here's the current prizes as of 2 days ago. Knit Builds is offering a product of choice. There might be more prizes based on how many people fly with us. Drewicki Design will have 2 to 3 scenery prizes available based on pilot registration and the number who finished the marathon flight is a marathon. The Atlantic or the Pacific count is each a marathon each. So just know that if you fly either one, you're still eligible to win prizes. We got to fly as a whole marathon. Stu has said that he's going to donate some sim market vouchers. And finally, I'll be choice of one aviation-inspired T-shirt, mug, or product equal to or under the retail price of $22.95 from the Airflight Aviation Etsy store. So, that's all I want for prizes for now. However, if there's something big, then let me know. I know there was one other company that contacted me back. It was Rex, but I figured I already had a knit builds and Wiki design, so we were good enough already. And then pretty much that's in the briefing. You really just got to read over the rules and register if you want to fly it. 4th annual Flight Sim Marathon. We're doing leg 4 right now tonight, and we're flying the livery that I'll be flying during that event. I think I'm going to add a knit builds and Wiki design though to the outside here, so it's the only thing I might update now that I have them signed on. But she's a pretty bird. Pretty bird. And we're having fun tonight. Doing some IFR practice while unveiling that livery, so. Maine. Really haven't been to Maine a lot in my life. I had a gig way back in the day at Sunday River Ski Resort up in Maine, and that was pretty cool. Went well. I'm talking like mid-2000s, but 2006. Not to date myself, but my original rock band endeavors. I still can't believe, like, I don't know. I'm getting all nostalgic lately. I like looked at the historic events of '97 when I graduated high school. I'm like, it looks so old now. I just feel old.
Thanks very much. United 8116.
So, oh, and I also had another problem with my computer again. I didn't like post it or anything, but I ran check disk on the C drive and it had a bunch of errors on it, and this thing has been working like awesome sets. So I guess that was the problem. It came corrupted or something. But I don't know. It's like I ran this simulator like literally all night last night. I made it fly from Taunton all the way to LAX on unlimited fuel, and it did perfect. It was perfect. So hopefully that's the end of my worries anymore about this thing. So that should be it. We know we could fly it as a marathon if it did that, except flew the whole United States. So, and cashed it too. So there's a bonus in there. All right, should be at Bar Harbor in about 14 minutes, and then we're going to Portland. Portland looks like it might be VFR. Let's see what SkyVector says. It was, I think, minimum VFR when I last checked. Bar Harbor is currently overcast 1300. So this doesn't look. Does it look overcast? Oh yeah, it does look overcast. Okay. The winds aren't that bad. It's 360 at 6 knots. You can see the temperature and dew point are close. That means moisture usually. So that's why there's going to be showers and rain. You can see that in the forecast too with the Taft there. And then if you look at Portland, it's actually VFR, overcast at 5500. We'll still do an RNAV approach or something though. So, oh cool, you just finished it? Just finished it. Very good. Yeah, I know how that gets. It's a good feeling though, isn't it, when you finish? I know how that feels. That's the creativeness inside us all. So, you just feel accomplished. And you're like, dude, people are gonna love this, and they will. They're gonna do that on Pilot Edge. There, that's why you got hired for that. It's gonna be awesome, man. I might have to join Pilot Edge just to get that. I don't know. I don't know. I have never been able to fly the Oshkosh online event. And then literally I had one Virtuoso Flying Club member say, oh, why don't you fly out? We'll go to Oshkosh together. And I'm like, dude, do you know how much that's going to cost? Because I'd have to pick them up in Ohio. And then we fly to Oshkosh Camp. It's a 3-hour minimum per night rental. So that would already be covered by the amount of time you're going to rent it for. Figure like 3-4 days. What is that? 3 hours. That's like 12, at least $1,500 to $1,600 in rental fees. And as a private pilot, we're only allowed to get reimbursed for 50%. So I had to tell that to Haz when we went up. That was my last flight. He tried giving me more. I'm like, dude, I can only get up to 50%. You gotta take the rest back. So he's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, that's the law. I got to pick the destination stuff, so clearly it was just a private pilot flight, but that's another gray area. You can't just say, oh, where do you want to go? Because that, I mean, most of the time it wouldn't be a problem, but if you're like, where do you want to go, it almost looks as like a work, you're being hired to fly somewhere. It's a gray area. Usually people don't worry about it, but, and I wouldn't worry about it because you have the right intentions, but if you're going to go somewhere with someone who's not a friend or something like that, you can't really, you gotta be careful with it, I should say. So, yeah. Yeah, you can't just be like, oh, where do you want to go? Okay, cool, let's go there. So, that's right, that's what I'm telling you. Yeah, so you have to make sure that they know. But it's very appreciated whenever that happens, because that means I can fly more. Not that I ever expected either, so Nick Resley, you're not, because you already took me for a flight in your 172. I just want you to know that. I'm not expecting anything. Your 172 is beautiful, by the way. There you go.
Delta 1635, traffic down to the right side, 3 o'clock, 15 miles northwestbound, Airbus leveling of level 240.
Alright, we're looking Delta 1635.
Yeah, we'll think it over. We'll talk about when we get there. Let's just make sure we can get there first. But you definitely got the landing on Block Island. I want you to try something you haven't done before and flying an aircraft you haven't flown in a while. And I'll just be in the left seat if you need me. You're gonna feel the low wing again. That's what you're gonna feel. So I don't think it's pushing your limits. I'll be there. I'm pilot in command either way, and then you know, we'll go from there. So, and if you don't feel good, I'm there either. I've done it before. I've done it twice on Block Island, so I feel good about my chances. You just gotta make sure you establish your approach pretty well. That's all. Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta understand the runway's only 2,600 feet, but which doesn't sound like it's short. But again, it's the setting up the approach. If you're at a good approach speed, the winds are pretty decent, you're gonna be okay, you know. And if you really feel like you have to, do short field technique. You know what I'm saying? So we can brief that before we go. But really, it's just making sure you don't overextend it, and knowing that you can go around. Look, I get to fly through a cloud like I don't get to do in real life because I'm my FR. Yeah, yeah. It's short for faster aircraft, but you know. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I know you will be. If I could do it, you could do it. But again, I'll be in the left seat in case you don't feel, you know, if you feel weirded out about it, we'll be okay. I'm sure you're gonna be fine. You know it. That's it. He's gonna be fine. He has a beautiful 172, by the way, Nick Resley there. Beautiful. That's my first glass panel. I'll just say that. Ever in real life. Planes I fly are steam gauge. And again, you get to go back to that, Nick, too. So it'll be good for you. Get something you used to get. Also, the one-doorness of the Piper Warrior. that kind of, it didn't freak me out, but I was kind of like, dude, there's only one door on this thing. So if you're the left seat, you're the last one out. That's all I'm saying. But we took it out to the 1969 Woodstock Festival site too, the Warrior. I like both. I like the Cessna one. I think the Cessna 172. It's just high wing versus low wing, to be honest with you, and then just the different speeds. Like VY is 79 in the Warrior, and in the 172, geez, around 74 to 76. So it is slightly different. It's basically the same aircraft with a different design, the engine at least. You're typically about the same on 160 horsepower, 140 on the older ones. So, if money was no option, I'd probably get a 182. Or I'd probably go for the Cirrus actually, and get trained in that. You can't go wrong with. I know I'm kind of being a generic private pilot if I had all this money in the world, but I would. I really like the Cirrus. I think it has everything that the pilot needs in it. But I haven't flown one yet in real life, so I get the complex endorsement. That'll be another step towards it, I guess. And then I want to start that in August. Would like to. I'm going to say like to. I already have it booked, but we'll see what happens. And then other than that, I guess the only other thing I could do at Alpha 1 would be to fly the Citabria and get my tailwheel endorsement. And also multi-engine later on if I wanted it. But I don't see myself doing multi-engine. I just think that I would want to know that I'm going to be a commercial pilot, do all that stuff if I'm ever going to do the multi-engine. I think I'm good staying single engine. But if you're going to be a commercial pilot, obviously you need multi-engine endorsement. So there's no way around that. I just don't see myself doing that. They do have, they lease out an aircraft from, I think the guy's like a dentist or something for Alpha 1 to do multi-engine. And they did, I think, lease out a Cirrus, and it might have been from Mike Goulian. I don't remember if it was or not, but no one ever rented it because they would just go to Mike Goulian next door. So they tried it. They used to also have a Skycatcher, a 162, and I was hoping to get to fly that just to get my first light sport experience, but they sold it because no one was flying that either. So decisions were made. But I like to fly a couple of light sports here and there just to see what they're like, you know. That way, if you ever have to become a sport pilot, not that I plan on doing it, but if you ever had to, you could just fly with your driver's license. But basic med is really easy to do, honestly, as long as you have a Class 3 medical or above, and you're someone like me that just wants to fly for fun. So. So I have no problem doing basic med. The only thing with basic med is if they ever could, I'd like Canada to accept it, and then I'd feel like complete. Because if I ever want to fly to Canada someday, I can't do that right now on the basic med. But yeah, the AOPA said they're working on it. And here's where it gets socked in, by the way. So now, you know why we're going to be IFR as we enter there. We are just about over Bar Harbor. There's Portland, Maine. We'll be doing our final landing for tonight. And we should probably get the weather ready for Portland. It's 119.05. We'll put that in column 2 standby. Actually, put that on not standby in a second. There we go. So whenever we hear weather, we'll get our plan for Portsmouth, Maine. The Piper Arrow I'm looking forward to too. The Archer I liked flying. That was a nice one too. I can also rent that. Costs a little bit more money. It has a 180 horsepower engine. So it's pretty much just a faster Warrior. The Arrow would definitely be, I think, faster than that, right? I'm thinking it would be.
Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot contact Austin Center on 128.2.
128.2. Thanks.
Going to 128.2 Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot. Austin Center, Cirrus November 308 Echo Foxtrot 8,000 feet.
IFR.
November 308 Echo Foxtrot Austin Center on
29.62.
International 62 radar contact. Continue.
Thank you, Roger. 8 Echo Foxtrot, even though I typed it in wrong. No, I didn't type it in wrong. Did I type it in wrong? Oh, I know what I did. It's supposed to be November 803 Echo Foxtrot. But I put this in the aircraft config file or something. There you go. Alright, man, you have a great night, DigiDriver. Everyone, DigiDriver. Shout out to DigiDriver. If I could ever type, that is. Have a great night, sir. I'm so glad that you finished that scenery. Be proud of it. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to see it somehow, so. Maybe we'll try to do Oshkosh if I can make it happen. Because it's in July, right? Let's see when it is. I meant online, by the way, not real. But hey, I will let you know this now. I am going to be at FS Expo in 2025 because it's in Providence, Rhode Island, everybody. Providence, a place I don't have to travel to, so I can actually go home after it's done every night and be with the kids and wife. So mark your calendars. Eric Flight will be at FS Expo 2025. Boom. I'm so happy. I've wanted to go for years. Well, there you go. There you go, my friend. So, just to confirm those dates with me when you come up, though, by the way, because I'm going to have to book a couple flights around then, so that way we have some to pick from in case there's weather, okay? But we'll be going up. That's a definite. All right, my friend. FS Expo 2025. I might even tell Evan Ryder, I'm like, I want to talk on that panel. Let me talk, I don't know, private pilot versus, like, sim skills and what I got from it or something like that, you know? I will even do a presentation. Just saying, I will do that. Flying for a virtual club. So, I've wanted to go for years, my friend. I wanted to go when it wasn't even FS Expo. They used to have a Flight Sim Expo way back in the day. Like 2010 or something, and it was in Connecticut. So, I think it was Hartford Brainerd, to be honest with you. Somewhere around there. And I never went then either. But FS Expo is the place to be. I mean, I've wanted to go for years. I'm going to go. I already told my wife. I already put it on the calendar. I'm like, I'm going. Vegas would have been cool, but it wasn't going to jive with the finances because I'm going to Disney and stuff, and I want to fly for real, so. Could have just took it on my flying money, went to Vegas, but I was like, nah, I want to fly, so. Well, I wouldn't say signed off on it. It's more like I just told I'm going. So, she's not stoked, if anything. All right, we're going to switch to the right fuel tank here. But I could definitely do that. I could give rides, too, so we can figure it out. I told my son, I was like, if he wants to go, we'll go. All right, I'm getting some weather here. Get this weather on here. 36. Echo. 357 at 7. Visual vectors for runway 36. Okay. I never knew this thing was going to give me vectors, but we'll see. So, let's get these winds here. I think it was 3 something. So, all right, we have Echo. All right, we got it now. I wrote that all down. That's why I love having this stylus. And we're waiting for vectors. All right, I'm gonna go over to guard. As soon as I get over to guard. There we go. Over to guard. You're on guard with KGRD. Get some vectors in here and yeah. We'll do it. Let's set the heading here to get ready for that. if we're gonna do 3.6,
190 or greater.
do the RNAV for 3.6. But he said they said they're gonna give me vectors. So let's see what happens here, because I'm kind of intrigued at this whole ATC system. They were supposed to work on this a little bit. So let's see what it says for vectors. I got the RNAV up just in case if I decide to just heck it and do it my way. So if we're gonna do that, we go to Janub, right? Should we go to Juven? I'm sorry. May require Janub. Juven will be on initial approach, folks. Wow, initial approach fix, 358. Zerso, final approach fix to runway 36. And I'm gonna hold 2,500. This is in case we do the RNAV. Descend down from Juven on a 3-degree angle. So that's half the ground speed times 10-ish. Usually works up to around 500-600 feet per minute. We're a little faster in this, so and a little slower. Getting rocked around a little bit here, and maneuvering speed's 140. Maneuvering decision altitude is 460. 560 to be safe if it's LNAV, which I'm gonna have to go over that in my mind again because it's been a while since I've used all those terms. But I gotta start doing this more. We should be good. So either way, we'll put the procedure in if we have to, but I know where I'm going for Juven. The RNAV requires GPS, that's because you have all these intersections, so that's why it's called an RNAV. There's all the rain right there. You can see it right in front of us. I'm going to take the tablet off, but we shall. Number 1, make it so. Make it so. Waiting for the vectors. Let's hope they don't mess up. So we already found one mistake. I accidentally put the wrong registration in the aircraft config file or something. But we'll fix that. And we'll be good. This is probably why it's calling me 308 Echo Foxtrot. Am I right? Well, it just calls me 8 Echo Foxtrot. Cool. Yeah, but that's why it's that way. I'll fix that later. Got some heavy weather coming up there. That's why we're getting bounced around. Try to go 50% there. Contrails above. Oh, right above. Wow. We got pretty good frames here in Maine. Maybe it's gonna vector me in on the Burns intersection to, but it said expect vectors, so I'm just gonna do that. Visual runway 36 approach. This very well might happen on our marathon stream because the weather that comes off the Atlantic coast here can be kind of like this. Plymouth sometimes gets socked in while Taunton will be clear sometimes, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way it goes, especially in the summer. It's the Oshkosh show. Early bird pricing on tickets till June 30th. It's in 27 days, July 22nd to 28th. So we'll actually be doing the marathon on July 27th. But I'd like to go out there someday. Figure when the kids get older and stuff, I'll be able to maybe save a little bit more money. Hopefully have some thriving businesses just for flying money. And nothing could beat COVID, but you thinking about going out there next year? That'd be cool. Do you want a passenger? I'm just being funny. I'd have to find out too. Having a family gives you other priorities. But if you go, have fun. July 22nd to 28th. That's what's happening out there. But I would do the whole camping thing and everything. All right, well, I'll let you know. But we'll hold that as not a very secure thing right now. We'll have to find out when the dates are and stuff. But July's right up my alley because I get summers pretty much free except for classes and stuff. But I do have to take like probably two more classes to get my certification. So, but yeah, way down the thing. You let me know if you're still in the area even. So, but I'll bring the camping equipment if you want. I don't know what just happened there. Just loading something. All right, let's see how bad the weather condition right now. It's looking pretty gnarly. So 182 out there. This is why we're doing IFR. Not just for practice, but because it's this bad. Oof. So the service ceiling on this is actually like 20-something thousand. But 17.5 is like the recommended anyway, so. Oh yeah, I'm tired. I won't lie. I'm going to bed after this, but I wanted to get a flight in after working so hard all day. I worked on like graphics for the marathon, and then I had homework, was that, so. Yeah. And I was doing the flight sim test overnight, last night. So. It's nothing like waking up and seeing your plane over the Grand Canyon, though. I'll tell you that. I slept in today, too. I woke up at various hours, then went back to sleep, so. Shepherd Air. Do you like Shepherd Air? A lot of people like it. So. I got the Jefferson books for the instrument, so I should start studying those too as well, just to have that fresh in my mind, and when I go back, maybe pass the written halfway through, you know. But we'll see. The instrument might take a while longer. I'd rather get the complex endorsement right now. Not really. I mean, if you think about for private pilot, I don't know what you study for that, but the Gleam guide had had the same type of questions in there. Like, literally the chart was the DFW chart that they have. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really cheating. You still have to understand the concept. So, I brought like 2 E6Bs. I brought the manual and I brought the one battery operated one, which I like better. But I did that because I was so like paranoid about like what happens if the batteries die, the calculator, you know. And I put fresh batteries in there, but still I was so paranoid. So, and of course the dumb question that got me under a 90, I got an 89 on it, was transponder codes. For some reason I couldn't remember that 7500 was hijacking. Terrible. Terrible. Would have gotten the 94 with that one. Could have been like, I got a 90 on my private pilot exam. Ooh. Nah, you know how it is. Especially the first one, like you never done one before. I passed it on the first take, so I felt good about that, because I've heard horror stories about that with people too. So. Yeah, well, it doesn't, you know, it is what it is. You obviously learn the stuff, so. The funny thing is, it's almost like being a teacher in schools, because you need to like have all this knowledge, and then the stuff that you actually use is depending upon what you're actually doing. Like, I teach high school, middle school, and elementary, but it's mostly band. And then I teach like a music history class. I'm doing music tech in spring this year. I did that before, but I'm revamping the whole curriculum for that. And then I'm teaching guitar class, which is like second nature to me because I'm a guitarist and I have like private teaching experience in that. So that's pretty easy. And I teach middle school general music. That thing's already set up. I have a standard curriculum for that for now. So we do African drumming and stuff like that. But got an 83. That's the toughest one I heard though. The multi-engine, the endorsement's not the easiest either on that, from what I understand. But again, I don't know any of this. I haven't done any of it. I'll be happy if I just get my instrument rating at some point and then get to fly the Cirrus later on. That's what I'm hoping. I will be very happy if I get my complex this summer, eventually finish the instrument, and then high performance endorsement will come from the Cirrus. So, well, there you go. There you go. You pass, and that would definitely show that you are a better pilot than when you first started out as. So, just saying. All right, we're in the thick of it now. We knew this was coming, and clearly IFR here. Like, I bet when you take a check ride now, you kind of know what to expect a little bit more because you've been through so many of them. Not that you're not nervous a little bit, but you're not as nervous as you were the first time. Yeah, but once you do that, it opens up a lot of doors. I mean, you could even just do ground flight instructor. Do you have that rating already? Because some people, like as private pilots, just get that, don't get the full flight thing. And that'd be like something for me, you know. But I know one of our instructors did that first, and then he became a flight instructor, you know. So lots of rain. It's 803 Echo Foxtrot. I'm going to change that after the stream really fast. Just typing a couple letters in the aircraft config or whatever. Waiting for ATC to give me vectors to final for runway 36. Let's see if it does it right, because it should switch me off the tower and stuff. So, well, they're all kind of tough. You just study and do your best, you know. Why are my nav lights off? That's weird. Okay, they're on now. That would be a faux pas right there. I thought they were on. Portland, Maine in 18 minutes or so. You're going to be tested your whole life, sir. You might as well just get used to it. I tell my students that, too. Especially the ones that are like, oh, it must be so cool to be a pilot. Like, do you know how hard it is to become a pilot at first? Like, you got to, just for fun, you got to do all this stuff. And they're like, no way. And I'm like, yeah, you know, all the stuff we teach you would be, you know, things in the future apply to a lot of jobs. So. Kind of like flying the Vision jet, though. I gotta be honest with you. So, all the Cirrus aircraft are pretty nice to fly, and I sound like a fanboy, but I do like the Cirrus aircraft. I think that they're well designed, modern. The 172 will always be in my heart, though. And the Piper, you know, has grown on me. I didn't like it as much when I first flew it, but it has definitely grown on me. All right, I'm gonna switch to the left tank right now. We were on boost the whole time. Is this light on? Sometimes I turn that on in the night flying in this thing. And they did get that bug away from this turning off at night. So, at least that's what I've seen. So, yeah. So just get used to it. See, I live in a world of teaching, though, where most people don't know what I teach. Iowa Scotsman, how's it going? Nice to see you. We're finishing up our flight here. I have Microsoft Flight Simulator ATC saying expect vectors, so I'm expecting vectors. Anyways, let's do some shout-outs really fast before it gets busy here. Shout out to Nick Bresla for coming on the stream tonight. Thank you so much. I already gave a shout out to DigiDriver, I believe. So, Iowa Scotsman, you get a shout out as well because you just showed up. Thank you for showing up at the Aviation broadcast. It's nice to have you here. I'll wait for the Nick Bresler shout out to end so I can do the next one. As we fly through the clouds and the storms here between Bar Harbor and Portland, Maine. Hi, Wisconsin. Thank you for showing up tonight. Also want to shout out to JJ, who always shows up at the beginning of the stream, like right away. This guy's amazing. So, I want to make sure I spell JJ right. I got it. 3 H's. 3 H's. 3 H's. I just put 2. I said I had it. And shout out to JJ, who has done some streaming on Twitch, by the way. I did tune into a broadcast. It was a couple weeks ago. But definitely IFR here. We're at maneuvering speed about 140-ish. And we're getting through it. Waiting for our vectors on a visual approach to runway 36. Just about out of that yellow storm area, so should clear up after this, according to that X-Rad. And this would be leg 4 on our marathon event, so we're testing it out in our new livery for that marathon event, starting on July 27th. Then we have a second marathon part on August 3rd. But we're taking 803 Echo Foxtrot out. This is the livery. I'm going to add Annette's Builds and Dwicky Design, I think, on the side, and Stu 222, who are our official sponsors, offering gifts that we're going to raffle out to pilots that fly like a marathon. So, should be a good time. I'll be honest with you, we haven't gotten tons of pilots in the past, but that doesn't really matter. It's the message that has to go out. I'm going to try to raise $2,500 for the Children's Cancer Research Fund, and I will be flying a heck of a long time, hopefully with a couple more pilots, though. So if you're free to fry a couple legs, that's not flying like a marathon, but we appreciate that as well. We'll be on VATSIM and the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. If you're an ex-pilot, you can fly as long as you're on VATSIM, only because we want the multiplayer portion. If you're still unprepared, which is fine, you can fly with VATSIM on that as well. So I try to be very flexible to give you what you want. You can do any add-ons you want. You can fly any aircraft except for jets or airliners. So if you want that turbine, piston turbine, you do it. You know what I'm saying? You'll end quicker than I will, but I'm looking forward to these vectors and seeing how the ATC works here. Microsoft Flight Simulator. I haven't used it in a long time, and I didn't feel like going online because no one's online on VATSIM anyways. But it's been a straight shot out of St. John, going right to Portland, and we use Bar Harbor as our waypoint there. So IFR the whole time. But we might be going as a family up to Kennedy Lake Park here in Salem, which is over here. I think Kennedy Lake Park is right here. Yep, there's Kennedy Lake. So it's an old amusement park. It's one of those trolley parks from back in the early 1900s, and now it's just a straight out amusement park. But I hope to go there soon with the kids and wife. It's always a good time. Maybe the in-laws. We tend to have a good time on things like that. And then Disney, we're leaving on July 20th. I bought my first new suitcase in about almost 20 years. I actually got my last suitcase during my wedding for the honeymoon in 2007. So I have now moved up to the 2020 edition of airline suitcases with the hard shell. So this should prove interesting. Should prove very interesting. Maybe I'll stick a Virtue USA Flying Club sticker on it too, because it's blue. Blue's my favorite color. So. All right. Well, we're coming up on the RNAV. But they said expect vectors, so we'll see what they give me for vectors here. Because I think that they would want to make me go to Juven if we're gonna follow that. But they said visual approach, so it is what it is. I won't be ready for anything, because if not, we're gonna do the RNAV for 3.6. We'll just line up with probably Tospe, which is a radial from the Kenny Bunk VOR, so 111 from. But we'll see. They're supposed to give me visual vectors. Hopefully they will. The main Atlantic coast there. Hence why we'll be doing this in the marathon. I figured if we go from north to south, it might help us with winds a little bit. Like this wouldn't be helping us, because typically, actually it's helping us tonight though, but typically tailwinds are faster when you're flying from the west to the east. I think I got that right. Usually when you're flying from east to west, it's usually a headwind. But that can always be negated. Like tonight, we got 28 knot tailwind from 2.5, so it's pushing us a little bit. Our ground speed's 178 knots, and I'm staying within maneuvering speed due to storms in the area. So not too shabby on the tailwind tonight. Knock on wood, everything's working. Everything's been working today on the computer. I haven't had one problem yet. So ever since I ran check disk after I had that problem again, I was like pulling out the RAM, putting it one at a time. So I've learned to calm down a little bit when that happens, because I know it's reversible. It's just a matter of what you need to do. And then I ran check disk and I found errors. It took like 40 minutes, and ever since then it's been good. So on our right, you will see Brunswick Executive Airport. We actually landed there at one stream before. I can't remember when. It's been a while. So Brunswick Executive, Portland, Maine's out there. We've been to Portland, Maine on the stream too as well. I think we did that. But we'll see. I might go to Leamington Harmon this summer. Been there for once, yeah. I'm supposed to fly up to 63 Bravo, Leamington Harmon, to go visit an ex-co-worker. She lives in Leamington. Portland approach. Okay. Thank you.
Going to 119.75 Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot.
Seems like a nice airport. Was it busy when you went there?
Portland approach Cirrus.
Let's get some vectors going on.
Echo Foxtrot 8,000 feet.
2964. I'm continuing. Roger. 8 Echo Foxtrot. Yeah, it looks pretty dead in the sim too, to be honest with you. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot of action down there, but again, they're doing the FSLTL traffic from like 1:17 in the morning, so, you know. Maine is kind of like New Hampshire, like Jaffrey. You've gone to Jaffrey, right, New Hampshire? It's a great place to fly in and eat. It's probably one of the best places to do that, because you just walk up the road and go to Kimball Farm. Laconia's nice too. I didn't really get to leave the airport, but you've overflown it. The runway goes up in a hill, so if the winds help, it's good to land north, because then you go up the hill. And the guy that runs it, I think it even owns it. He owns the house on it. He's pretty nice. He gets on the radio and helps you. And he criticized my landing last time. He's like, you went a little long there. But like, I carried a little extra speed, and I knew it's fine. So, but that's been the Laconia's nice. I landed there with my hockey bud in October 2022 over there, so I can remember. That was, I think, my first flight after my brother's whole thing there, and we went up to Laconia together. But I like to go places and spend time there now. Like on Saturday, As long as everything works out schedule-wise, I'll fly. I think I'm gonna go to Martha's Vineyard. I also gotta make sure I get my 3 landings in. I'm gonna go bike the island again. I'm gonna do that because I didn't get to do that last year. So, but Laconia, when I drove up to New Hampshire last year, we did the normal Santa's Village stuff like that up there. We actually stopped at a diner, which was a couple miles out from Laconia, but it was pretty cool. It was like a 1950s themed diner, and they had pretty good food and it was pretty good prices, to be honest with you. So you don't get to see that as much until you hit New Hampshire. But New Hampshire has definitely grown on me even more over the years as I get older. So I like to go camping and like hike in the woods there to go camping. 2,100. Here we go. Get that vertical speed going on.
100 feet, Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot.
2,100. Yep, I have negative 1,000. That would not be good. And think, oh, hold down the altitude select button. That's what happens. Come on now. They're probably just gonna vector me right in. That's the way I'm feeling it right now. Kick back on the speed a little bit. Laconia said they had a bathroom charge on it though, so like I very delicately went to the transient ramp and not at the FBO, and I was like, yeah, if you need to use the restroom, like I told him to go before we left, because like I saw that there was a bathroom fee of like $50. I was like, you gotta be kidding. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but it said it online on the FBO website. I think it said a $50 bathroom charge. I got a free bathroom. It's called the Woods. Just saying, the Woods. We're very lucky to be able to do that though. So, or the ramp, yeah. You know, like probably not with anyone around, but there were other people around. But the Woods is right off the ramp, so you can literally walk that way, look like you're looking at the foliage because it's October, and do your business.
Airport is 9 miles until 11 o'clock. Maintain present heading and altitude. Report runway in sight.
All right, I will report runway in sight. Well, this is a pretty easy IFR direction here.
And altitude, Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot.
Well,
Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot Airport is at your 11 o'clock 8 miles. Maintain present heading and altitude. Report runway in sight.
let's go down a little faster. And that's kind of weird that they're making me do it again.
Maintain
I guess
present
they're
heading
calling
and
it down
altitude,
as you get
Cirrus 8
closer.
Echo
So,
Foxtrot.
but
Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot, you are 7 miles north.
wow, they're just like,
Maintain present heading and altitude.
yeah, you do what you have to do, man.
36 approach.
I bought a.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors. Visual runway tree. 6 approach. Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot.
That's fine. I bought Temu. I did some Temu hauls, and I bought a latrine, if you will, a portable latrine. My wife thinks I'm insane. I'm like, listen, if you're flying though, you gotta go. You don't have any problems, and it doesn't require $50. Oof. Where's the airport? I don't see the airport right now. Oh wait, I do see the airport. It's right below me. Hello. Spec vectors. All right. No, they're just saying. Okay, I'll spec vectors again. I guess I had to see it, and then they went and said clear for runway 36, but it's literally like right there. So there's 36. I didn't know if that was Portland or not, but now that I see the chart, it clearly is. So, all right, let's switch this to airport diagram, and that makes it easier. I have to get down anyway, so kick back the speed a little bit more. Get to about 120 knots. Let's check it out. Checklist really fast. Before landing, seatbelt short noise, fuel pump boost, mixture full rich. Flaps as required. Landing is going to be 80 to 85 knots, 100% flaps. And it's pretty easy to land this thing as long as you have set up the approach for very nice lag, you know. Alright, I'm going to do heading here instead of GPS. Right over the airport. Had to lose altitude anyway, so we'll just get vectors in. Throttle's out because I just want to get down there and not go too far. I guess the ATC got a little smarter. And it did say vectors. I don't want to.
Portland approach Cirrus November 308 Echo Foxtrot, requesting vector to next
Let's see if they can
waypoint.
give me one.
Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot, turn left
120.
heading 120.
Alright. 120.
Turn left heading 120 Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot.
Miles from Spires, cross Spires that are above 4,000. Have you keep your speed up as much as feasible and contact current 124.2 and then say.
Keep an eye on that speed because I have my throttle out right now as I descend. What would pattern altitude be here? If it was visual. It would be about 1,100 feet because it's 76 feet MSL. The airport is clearly right over there. So. Too bad I can't just say airport site and they let me do it. So.
Skyway 5559, 5 miles from Shea.
It's right over there. Just let me do it. Speed up because we're losing it.
Portland approach Cirrus November 308 Echo Foxtrot, requesting vector to next waypoint.
Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot, turn left heading 120.
I am 120. Okay, I'm gonna let you just tell me vectors even though the airport's there. This is where I become impatient when I can't because I'm starting doing this stuff here. 55% should do it. I will use the flaps which I paid for. That's it. We're going to Portland. That's right. Pat Dog, I'll see you tomorrow. Just on the landing there. Have a good night, my friend. You know what? I totally forgot to give you a shout out, by the way. So let me give you a shout out too before you go. Shout out to Pat Dog 335. He's getting his stream going, so be on the lookout for him in the future.
Water 34721, this is maintain 7,000.
It's right over there. There's Portland, Maine over there. When you drive through here, though, it's kind of cool because you go over the bridge. It depends on traffic in Boston what you're doing. You drive back from I think we were in New Hampshire. And we ended up going through Portland because there was like an accident traffic or something.
180 to Ray over tower there. Skyway 5559.
Give me a vector. Let's go. And we will not be flying the RNAV. We're doing a visual approach here, so that's why I'm waiting. I mean, I think in real life you just say, I have the airport in sight, we'll request a visual approach, and then they kind of tell you you're good to go.
Water 34721, connect approach 133.62.
Frame check. 34. Not bad. Not bad at all. Switch to the right tank. Gas undercarriage mixture, prop flaps, switches, we're good. Say that a couple times as well. Really? You can't vector me in right now? I would have reported airport in sight. Would have done that already. I don't know. Let's see if they
Approach
forgot
Cirrus
about me.
November 308 Echo Foxtrot, requesting vector to next waypoint.
I am 120. Okay. Guess I'm stuck at 120.
Turn left heading 120 Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot.
Approach United 1496, 11 2000, information November 309.
United 1496, approach, expect runway 9 left.
Come on, man.
9 left, United 1496.
Waiting for that next vector.
Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot Airport is 10 miles at your 7 o'clock.
7,000.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Report runway in sight.
Well, I'm gonna report runway in sight.
Maintain present heading and altitude Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot.
Because I've been seeing it now for about 10 minutes.
Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot, runway in sight.
Approach on 133.6. Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot, you are 11 miles southeast of Portland.
3, 4, 5.
Left heading 345. Contact Portland Tower
120.9.
120.9er.
Turn left heading tree 45. Tower on 120.9er.
The ATC is not terrible. I mean, it's not flexible like real life, where you can like request things and say airport site a little quicker and change it, you know.
Tower Cirrus November 308 Echo Foxtrot, 12 miles southeast, inbound visual runway tree 6 approach.
Cirrus November 308 Echo
Clear,
Foxtrot,
2965.
altimeter 29.65, wind tree 45 at 6. Cleared visual runway.
Pretty much means that we're gonna be good to go. So, gotta tell them cleared visual.
Cleared visual runway tree 6 approach Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot.
The airport's that way, so I'm gonna stay here and be good to go. It's gonna be a little bit to the left here, so we'll keep our altitude for now. It's all visual from here on out. So.
Speedbird 66 number 3, follow the American Heavy ahead.
And do they have any ILS 36? No, only an RNAV. Alright, but we can clearly see it's over there, so let's head a little bit more to the left here. Is wall mode on? No, it's not. Alright. Let's go this way, intercept a little bit more. How much is this to zoom in?
Piedmont 6202, contact departure, good evening.
Departure 602, good evening.
Blue Streak 5671, turn left.
I want to stay up this high, so I want to see the runway better.
0, we can send left departure 5671.
It's kind of hard to see the end of the runway right now. You don't think it would be, but it is kind of hard. Actually, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, it's going to be a right turn. It's right there. So, okay, we're going to go manual on this then. Okay, let's slow it down. Flap extension speed's 150 for the first set. So we'll do that now. Get the setup really nice like. We'll land runway 36. I know it's a little late for this, but we'll do it anyways.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and
36 is
securely in
right
the
there,
aircraft.
so.
Thank you.
265, Hillwood departure, American 88 good
We are cleared to land already, right? That's what they said.
Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot,
Now
wind
we're
tree
cleared to
45
land.
at 6.
Okay.
Cleared to land runway 36.
to land runway tree 6 Cirrus 8 Echo Foxtrot.
Very cool. All right. Well, we're gonna keep it at about 100. I'll put that final thing of flaps in when I get it on there. Be good to go. But any good landing is with a good setup here. So that's why it's good to be a little out here to do your thing. I am a little high though, but stable approaches are where it's at, and that's what a lot of people don't understand unless you're a pilot. Because I fly way better in real life at stable approaches than I ever do here. So, but let's try to show you a really nice one. You know, I'm high, so we're gonna put in our final flaps and slow this thing down to 85 and just nice controlled descent here. See what my trim is. Okay, full flaps. We're in the white, so we can do that. You want to angle the nose down just slightly when you put flaps in, like I just did. You want to be about 80, 85. And we're looking at the PAPI lights there. It's all white, so we're very high. I'd rather be high than low, though. So, just a nice setup here and knowing your approach speed. Do a little up trim here. Get my airport chart ready after. So that way we're good to go. Customs, seeing that we came from Canada, it's gonna be right over there. That building. So that's where we're going after. And what were winds? 356. So they're almost down the runway. That's 7 knots. That was the last weather report I got. That's why it's good to write that down, by the way. I feel like I'm looking lopsided here. Here we go. Final landing of the night. A little more throttle. Keep this thing coming down. You don't get the feeling like you do in real life, because you'd feel like you're not descending. Here you kind of have to look and say, oh, I'm not descending. Kicking back the throttle a little bit. Okay. I take the throttle out pretty soon. Not that I do that in real life. I usually go a little more extended, so. But do whatever's safe here. Got a little bumpy wind here on the full flaps. Gas on the carriage mixture prop flaps, which I probably should have done that earlier, but we're good. Feels like we've got a little wind from our left here. Throttle out. See that we're a little high. I just want to make sure I get that airspeed to stay where it's supposed to be. Definitely have a wind from our left, so aileron to the left, little right rudder to center the nose. Flare. Flare. I don't know what just happened with the weather there, but good. I'm going to be going over to customs on the right Gulf. That wasn't terrible, the landing was a little hard though. I will exit towards customs. That's the frame gen. Frame gen's going nuts, everybody. Okay, but customs is on the right. So we're going to the right here. Toe brakes to help steer this because this has nose wheel castering in it. Going to ground.
Going to 121.9er Cirrus 8 Echo.
Never mind the frame gen, that's just the way it is. Alright, over the ground. Custom. I'm gonna say parking, but I don't know if this is customs over here, so I'm gonna go over here.
Echo Foxtrot taxi 088 parking.
That'd probably be the North Apron usually, but we're gonna
Taxiing to General Aviation, parking Cirrus
do that. Alright, I also forgot to do my afterline checklist. Power level 1000. Fuel pump would be good. I didn't use my flap switch. I did now though. Okay, make sure lead to obtain maximum RPMs.
119.2, squawk 1570, Sterling 35.
Has something to do with the turbo power here. Flaps are up, lights as required, and we're good. Turn the landing light off this time. P2 heat off. It is off. Alright, I'm gonna go pull over at this building over here. I think I have payware scenery on this thing. I can't remember who it's by, but we'll check it out after. As you can clearly see that this is looking pretty decent, but customs is this red building, I believe. So let's park up. Alright, let me turn the frame gen off really fast. It does this occasionally, so we'll just keep it off for now. Only on like the ground at airports. So it doesn't do it all the time though. Clearly this is some payware scenery or something.
Clearance for Karen 4969.
Ground for clearance was at regard 4969.
Let me make sure I got the right thing for customs here.
Karen 4969.
Yeah, that is the right building. Alright, so it's this right building.
Clear to Charlotte Airport at 5, maintain 3000, expect flight,
Maybe we just turn the nose that way.
Departure frequency 1.
Customs would be over here.
320.
Clear to Charlotte as well. Climb maintain 3000, 160
I think we're good right here. Alright, so anyways, checklist for parking. Shut down, fuel pump off. And power lever idle. Mixture cut off. Avionics off. Yep, just give me the end screen now. Alright, here we go. We flew for an hour 41. Wow. Lights off. Everything except for well, actually, stroke can go off now. Master off. Mags off. And parking brake. Alright, welcome to Portland, Maine, everybody. Let's find out what scenery this is, by the way. We'll just turn off this thing, because it changes the elevation sometimes when you're traveling around with the drone cam, and then it causes a crash on your thing there. But this is scenery by Aero Designs. So it is payware. Aero Designs, Portland, Maine. Let's go check it out. So again, we parked over here because we came in from Canada, and you would have to pass customs as soon as my thing wants to help here. So customs is supposed to be this building right here. That's what it says on the chart, at least. Do I have the tablet still on? Of course I do, because I do that all the time. Let's go check out the terminal over here. Sorry, I don't have frame gen on, so it's not as smooth as it was, and it's loading a bunch of stuff still. But terminal over here in Portland, the Aero Designs Portland. I think this might be the first time I've ever seen this scenery on stream. See the gates right there. It's not like Flight Tampa quality, but it's pretty good. There's no aircraft here right now. Wonder if they modeled the inside. Looks like they did somewhat. So let's go take a look inside. Yeah. Down the stairs. Ticketing counter's probably down here. Cool. I mean, you know, it's pretty nice to see the insides. Someone online was like, I don't know why they model the inside of terminals, but I kind of like it, you know? I do. I like it a lot. It's kind of cool to see it. Flight Tampa's Boston's awesome for that. So anyways, again, this is Aero Designs Portland, Maine scenery. It's pretty nice. Where's the main entrance? Oh, I'm not reading my chat. This is the Aero Designs Portland, Maine scenery. I'm going to write that name out. KPWM. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. We went back to the plane. Oh well. I'm going to go back though. Don't worry, I'm going to go back because I wanted to see the entrance. nice. I also have the Soundscapes program that they just came out with. So it's pretty good. It adds a little bit of ambiance. There you go. Portland International Jetport. The only thing they don't have is people to move around in the terminal. But I guess this is, yep, this is where you arrive. Charters, Elite, and American, Delta, United, JetBlue, and Southwest. Baggage claim, pickup. Probably down here. Yeah, they didn't model that, but that's okay. As far as the terminal, it seems like they modeled that a little bit. Look at that. It's pretty nice. I like seeing stuff like this. No, it's not bad for 30 bucks. Yeah. I buy things as I see them, and I'm like, oh, cool. And then I don't use them, and that's part of my problem. I don't think it's work in progress. I think they're just going to model it like this. I mean, if you add the moving people in it, it kind of requires more frames, too. Let me slow down the drone cam here. I think it's pretty nice scenery. It's too bad I'm flying at like 1:45 a.m. or else you might see some traffic here with FSLTL. Welcome to Jetway. It's pretty nice. Okay, I'm a stickler for scenery though. I love scenery. It doesn't always love me, but I love scenery. So there you go, Portland, Maine by Aero Designs. Pretty nice. And we're parked over at Customs because again we're flying from Canada. So anyways, we're gonna leave ya. Actually, let's get a front shot here. I never go like. We're gonna leave you from Portland, Maine tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everyone for coming out once again. I'm trying to stream more, if you notice, because it's summer. So we'll see if I can stream tomorrow during the day. I'm supposed to maybe go over my in-laws for the pool. So again, we have to balance things out. But from Portland, Maine tonight, Eric Flight, peace out. We'll be rating someone on Twitch, but I know it's late out here on the East Coast, so you know, feel free to do what you need to do, and we'll go from there. Have a great night, Nick Gresla, and everyone else for coming out. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Want to try to get more of a following, but you know how it is with family and stuff. It just takes time out, which is an awesome thing still. I want that to be known, but I don't have as much flexibility as others. So anyways, Eric Flight, peace out. We'll go and rate someone on Twitch. Have a great night. I might see you tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Good night.